Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom, and in this video we're going to look at a children's picture book called Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Now, let me pull this up. Yes, this is one of the other books that I got in ebook form. Again, I've said this before, children's books do not look good in ebook form, at least not most of them. So this one's allowing me to do it sideways. So this is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's a very cute little story. Essentially, it tells the story of you have the grandfather who his two grandkids are fighting over pancakes, and he tells them of a world, of a town, I'm guessing on some sort of island where it rained food. So eventually, it was, let's see. He told them a bedtime story. Across the ocean, over lots of huge bumpy mountains, across three hot deserts, and one smaller ocean, there lay the tiny town of Chew and Swallow. So you have little pictures here. They're mostly, let's see if I can, not exactly the best site here. Again, yeah, picture books, and yes, my light is just horrible on this. So I'm not going to be able to get them here. That's a bit better of a picture. Again, there's a little bit of color, so there's not completely black and white. But this little town, it rained food. So in the morning, it would rain things like, it never rained snow or ice. There was no water that would rain on there. You would get things like syrup and soup and peas and things. So the weatherman would say pretty much what you were having for breakfast and lunch and dinner, because that's what the weather would be. So you would rain soup, meat would fall from the sky, all sorts of things. Pretty much breakfast was rained down. Orange juice would rain down from the sky, then you would, followed by sunny side up eggs and pieces of toast. So that's what these people lived with. So they're basically, and then one day, essentially, and it wasn't always good, because it mentions that sometimes on people's birthday it would have issues. So, but then strange things started happening. One day there was nothing but gorgonzola cheese all day long. There was only broccoli, all overcooked. The next day there were Brussels sprouts and peanut butter with mayonnaise. And then another day there was pea soup fog. No one could see where they were going, and they could barely find the rest of the meal that got stuck in the fog. So things started going wrong. So, and then a giant pancake fell on the town, and basically things just got bad. And then one day, lunch one day only bought 15-inch drifts of ice cream cheese jelly sandwiches. And everyone ate themselves sick. And the day ended with a stomachache. And then you had a soup tornado. So it's very cute. You can kind of see the pictures here. Again, I got this in ebook form because I haven't really been able to get to the library. The next books I borrow, I will be borrowing physical books soon, so it will be easier. So they hooked up some of the bread and left town, abandoning it, where they had to live in a world where you actually had to go grocery shopping and cook your own food. So that's the story. It's very, very cute. It's very, very fun. It's very short. I don't think it's too long. I'm not seeing page numbers here, but it's a short little picture book, so essentially about a town that rained food until it stopped working and people had to leave. So it's a good little book it's probably a good bedtime story. Just kind of a fun book if you're interested in food. It's a good food book. And it's quirky. The illustrations are very good. They're pencil drawings from what I can tell. Possibly a little bit of ink. I'd have to have a look at the physical book. They did make a movie out of it. I will review that. I have not seen it yet. I believe I put it on hold at the public library, so I will hopefully be picking it up at some point this week or so. So that is it for this review. Again, this is very, very short. It's a short little children's book. It's very fun. I would highly recommend it. Actually, oddly enough, I had not read it before, though I saw it at my library where I worked multiple times. It was too long for me to use in a story time. So it's a short book, but story times need far less words, particularly since the only things we did were for toddlers mostly, or the occasional preschooler. So they don't have the patience for something that long in a public setting. So again, it's a great book to read at home. So it's not a great story time in public kind of thing when you're dealing with like 25 toddlers or even 25 preschoolers, which I think was the max that we did in our programs. So great little book, very fun to read, beautiful illustrations, just kind of quirky, something to read that's very, very funny, very food related. And just, as I said, it's simple and it's cute. So again, I borrowed the ebook copy. Don't do that. Get a physical copy. Borrow it from your library. Buy it. It's a good little book. So again, picture books in ebook form. I've had one that worked, and I borrowed a couple. I'm definitely, as a librarian and a mom, physical books always work better when you're dealing with picture books. If you want to go ebook, go chapter book. So that is it for this review. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. I do a lot of children's books. I do mostly children's films. I do stretch into some other stuff coming. This is coming out in February. I'm doing some cookbooks this month. If you check out the channel, as well as some fun food related, at least food connected films, along with, I think I'm doing some websites, food blogs this month. Next month, it's both Chinese New Year and African American History Month. So I'm covering, there's a couple heavier subjects coming up next month with the Joy Luck Club and the Color Purple, along with some lighter stuff as well. So it's a mix. Mostly I do children's books, so as well as family films. But again, I sometimes get into heavier stuff. I also do a sprinkling of a few travel videos and some non-religious homeschooling videos as well. So if you want to check out the rest of my channel, be sure to like and subscribe, see what I have, and look forward to more. Thank you.